morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Angela, and I am here to introduce you to our puppetry workshops. You're going to be doing a little bit of puppetry each day, and the overall plan is that you are going to be given a song, and you have made a puppet this morning or propet this morning, and you're going to work with that for the week. And then on Thursday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to do some training like we are today. You're going to get some practice. Make sure that you actually spend the time in practice, because that will make all the difference in the world. And Thursday, your workshop goal is going to be to get somebody to record you performing. And we will talk a little bit about what that should look like. And you're going to send it in to Miss Faith, who's going to be one of your leaders this week. And she is going to take all of the videos that she gets and put it together and make a formal performance. So since each of you are in one song, we have 3 songs total, and then we have some puppeteers that are going to be doing the in-between. So they're going to connect all the songs together with a little skit for you, and you'll have a great performance to watch on Friday that you should be in, as long as you send your video in on Thursday. By the time that Faith asks you to do that, then you should be able to be in the video. And Faith is going to have lots of fun, because each of you have created different puppets to put into the video, and we did that on purpose so it would have variety and be lots of fun to watch on Friday. So this morning, each of you should have created one of these puppets. The first one is a little glove puppet. So if you didn't get to make this, you could probably find an old glove at home, and you could make it just putting a little bit of fun foam here on the bottom. You could put little ping pong eyes. We have little eyes here, but you could get little ping pong, half of a ping pong, or you could even just draw eyes on, or put buttons on is another way of doing that. And you could do something for hair or decorate their body in some way. So that's a glove puppet. Some of you have done that. Some of you created a paper puppet. This is just one of those little games that you play where you open and close them. I don't know if you remember those. And we just glued 2 sides together, put a little bit of fun foam in there, and then you decorate it whichever way you want it to do. And we use some different things to do there. And these, of course, are both puppets, because they can move their mouth and do some lip sync with us. So we will talk about that. And the other type was a sock puppet. Of course, I'm sure that you've heard of sock puppets before. You can just take a sock, take an elastic, put the elastic around here, and you create a mouth. You could put some fun foam or something red here for the tongue. And then you can, again, decorate it whatever way you want, so that you can have a unique and fun puppet to work with. And that will also allow you to speak and do some lip sync like this. All right, and then the last group did what we call a propet. So this is a propet that some of you made. There's just a paper plate with an elastic and some elastics at the front here. And you're just going to put a little ribbon, and that just allows you to pull that mouth nice and clear down. But you want to make sure that you don't pull it too hard, because you might just rip this completely. So you just want to lightly pull that, and you can see you don't need to open it much at all. And you could have decorated this any way you want. So hopefully we see on Thursday or Friday, when we see our performances, we see lots of different paper plates and what we call propets. Now, you might be upset that you didn't get to make one of the other ones. Like I said, you could find some old things around the house and do that. But the reason that we did that is we want the videos on Friday to be lots of fun to watch and have some variety for you. Regardless of what type of puppet that you have, we are going to be doing the same kinds of things. So we are going to focus on lip sync today, and talk about some of what we call the basics of puppetry. Now, just for fun, because I thought you would have fun watching this, I brought a little puppet to play with here. This is my donkey puppet. And we're going to do some lip sync. I picked him because he's got a nice big mouth, and you can see his mouth move like this. So what we're going to do, everybody together, we're going to work on some lip sync. If you have the propet, which is this one here, the lip sync will be pulling down like this. So everybody with the propet, you're going to hold it like this. You go, hello, how are you? So try it now. You want to make sure it's opening together. Hello, how are you? Now, if you have one of the other puppets, you can just use your hand. If you use the puppets, you can use the puppets, but if you use the puppets every day, they might get a little bit worn out. So just remember that you want them to look really good on Thursday. So you might want to just use your hand when you're practicing, and then maybe use it once or twice through the day just to try the puppet itself. One thing you might want to do with this one is connect a little piece of string here, or even just tape to hold your thumb in there, and that will help you open it properly. So what we want to do here is we want to practice hello, how are you? Now, what most people do is they do what we call biting, and we don't want to do biting at all. So biting would be like this. It would be like, hello, how are you? Or with the propet, it would be closing the mouth instead of opening it. What you want to do is always open the mouth when you speak. So it would be, hello, how are you? Or if you have the propet, I just got to reach down here and grab it, you would be going, hello, how are you? So we're going to do that 2 or 3 times here together. You ready? Hold your puppet up or your hand up if you want to just use your hand. Hold your hand up and we're going to go, hello, how are you? So I'm going to count to 3 and we're going to do this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, how are you? Again, 1, 2, 3. Hello, how are you? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, how are you? 1, 2, 3. Hello, how are you? Okay, now, just to make sure you are doing this right, a good thing to do if you have one of the other puppets is put your hand in the mouth. If you're biting your hand when you're saying the word, you're doing it wrong. So you want to open it so it doesn't bite. So it's like, hello, how are you? And if you have a plate, if you have your propet, maybe go to the mirror and look at it and see to yourself, okay, is it actually open? Or just look at it. A lot of times puppeteers will not look at their puppets. Look at your puppet. See if it looks like it's talking. Hello, how are you? It should actually look like it is speaking. So that's the first thing that we want to do with puppeteering is lip sync. And that's what we're going to work on for most of today. Just to mention a couple of the other essential things. If we were working on a stage, we would want to make sure that the puppets are nice and high. Remember that all the audience can see is what is above your head. So if I duck down here, there we go. What is above your head is all that the audience sees. So you want to make that puppet as high as you possibly can. And with your little arms, you really got to stretch. Now, when you do that, what tends to happen is the head tends to look up, or the eyes tend to look up. Even with propets, sometimes it bends up a little bit, and we don't want to do that because we're reaching. Or sometimes it goes down like this, and we don't want that either. So you want to make sure it stays straight if you have a propet. And with a puppet, you almost want to make sure that you're looking down a little bit so we can always see the eyes. So that's called eye contact. So eye contact, height, staying really nice and high. Lip sync, hello, how are you? Those are the 3 main things of puppeteering. Now, if we were doing a live show and not a video show, we would also talk about entrances, so coming up, and exits, which is going down. And we would probably also talk about what we call puppet action and reaction. So looking at other puppets and, reacting to them. Now, because this is on video, we don't really have to worry about those 2 things very much. We will have to worry about how we videotape, which I will give you some instruction on Thursday on how to do that so that we just see the puppet and not the puppeteer, not the person. So we want to just focus on the puppet and see what we can do with that. So what we're going to do for the last 10 minutes of today is introduce you to your song. I'm going to go and get your song, and we are going to specifically work on the lip sync for your song. You should have been given a link for your song. The more that you can walk around at home and sing it and just get to know it and be familiar with it, the better. The more that you play around with your hand, maybe not your puppet, like I said, you might end up wrecking it, but just even while going around with your hand, I used to practice in my car all the time. When I was singing along in the car, I would just do my lip sync as I was singing, and anytime that you can do that, that is a great way to practice. And always make sure you can see the top of your hand when you're doing this. If you're practicing with your puppet or your propet, you don't really need this. You could just be standing like this, pretend you're holding it, and pull. Hello, how are you? You don't always have to have the propet, okay? So I'm gonna go get your song, and then we're gonna practice each of your individual songs, and then on Thursday you'll be able to record them. So here we go. Hello, I Have Decided group. This is going to be your song. It's called I Have Decided by a group called 7th Time Down, and they're just a contemporary Christian group that sings some great music. You could look into them, and you might enjoy some of their other music as well. But we're going to focus on this song called I Have Decided. I know Miss Faith has sent you the link, so I would suggest that you play it even when we're not doing puppetry workshop. Play it when you're having lunch. Get used to the song. The more that you know it and you sing it to yourself, the more you will be able to do the lip sync with your propet or your puppet, whatever puppet that you have made. It's really important to familiarize yourself with the song. Don't just sing the solo part. In fact, in puppets, we actually say the solo parts are the boring parts. It's the group parts that are the hardest and most fun, because we do some choreography and lip sync all together, and that is the more difficult thing to do. The soloist just kind of does their own thing, and it's kind of easy for them to do that. So we want to focus more on the background, but we will learn the main song as well. But we're going to be listening for those other little voices as well. So here we go. Let's see if we can familiarize ourselves with I Have Decided. Okay, here we go. Try to sing with your puppet. Remember to open your mouth. In a world, open. Okay, and then this one. Pull. I will follow Jesus. Good job. I will follow Jesus. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some choreography with this tomorrow, because there's just some dancing and stuff. Okay, and you can do dancing with your open. You just give it a little tug, not too tight, because it might rip the puppet. Okay, and you should be holding it down here where the handle is. Good job. I have decided. Okay, here we go. Open, 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 open. If you put your finger in there and you bite it, you're doing it wrong. See how it works? I will follow Jesus. Turning back. No turning back. Turning back. No turning back. Here we go. No turning back. No turning back. Nothing's divided. Let the church stand united. Good job. If you're with me, let me hear you say. Okay, remember to open. Open. Bum, 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 bum. Good job. We'll follow Jesus. Good job. I will follow Jesus. Good job. Here we go. No turning back. No turning back. Good job. Keep going. Open. Remember to open. No turning back. turning back. No turning back. No turning back. Turning back. Turning back. No turning back. No turning back. Okay? So you've got to know the song now. You've heard the song for the first time. And here we go again. It starts right off the bat. Here we go. I have decided in a world that stands divided. I have decided. Remember, you can always use your hand. If you can make your hand look like it's a live puppet, that's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, I forgot they don't sing there. Maybe you can always do some dance. We're going to learn some tomorrow. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Now, if you're using your hand, remember to keep this down. We always want to see the eyes. If you're using your propet, keep it nice and straight. We don't want it going like this. Straight up. My voice. See if you can sing along. Okay, here we go. No turning back. Sing it with it. Sing it with your voice. No turning back. No turning back. Good job. No turning back. No turning back. Good job. No turning back. Remember to look at your puppet. That stands divided. I always find puppeteers don't look at their puppets. If you look at it, will help. You'll be able to tell if it's looking like it's singing. Have decided. Good job. Jesus. Good job. I will follow Jesus. Good, puppet. Everybody should be doing it with their own puppet, whatever you have, or your hand. If you don't want to use your puppet, you can just pull. Down, down, to down. Down, 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 to down. Down, down, to down. Down, 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 to down. Down, down, to down. So down would be open. Down, down, to down. Down, down, to down. Down, 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 to down. Now turning back. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Excellent job. Okay. So that has introduced you to your song for today. I hope that you play it away all day long, anytime you're having lunch, sitting around, making some other crafts, maybe baking. Just play it, try to sing along. The more that you recognize the words to the song, the better that this is going to be, because if you can sing it, then your puppet will naturally sing it and you will know what to sing. One of the strategies that I think would be really cool that you can do because you're at home is you can go to the mirror in the bathroom, or if you have another mirror, that's fine as well. I like bathroom mirrors because they're kind of cut off and you can hold your hand up nice and high where you can see the puppet, and then you can play the music and you can see if your hand or if your puppet actually looks like it's singing, or your propet make it look like it's actually singing. Practicing in the mirror is an awesome strategy. Sometimes I even take the puppet team at the church into the girls' bathroom if nobody's in there, and we line up at the big long mirror and we practice with our puppets and make sure that our puppets are doing what we actually think they are doing. I always get annoyed at my puppeteers. They get tired and they get looking and they don't look at their puppet. Always look up at your puppet. Always look and see what it's doing. That's going to make a really big difference as well. So welcome to your first day of Puppet Workshop. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we're going to be working on choreography for your song, and I hope that you have a lot of fun with that as well.